Hello and welcome to episode 2. Going into week 2 now of the peak training block. So training's getting a little bit spicier. I'm determined to have a really positive week of training this week. No negativity, just good vibes. Medication, I'm feeling a lot better on today. I'm still feeling like a little bit, I don't know how to describe it, like just for the first hour or so after taking it, I just feel a bit slow. I really noticed it on the weekend at work. Like I'd take it and then go straight to work and people would be asking for like coffees or whatever. And I'm like, I don't know how to do that. I've just stood there like, milk? But I'm feeling a bit better on it today. So the plan of the morning, I've just had my breakfast, had a shower, got ready. And then I've got a PT client at 9:30. So I'm gonna go to 360, do my PT client, and then head to South Coast to do my primary squats and my bench session. I said bench session without having a backup. What day? See, positive week. Squats on the menu today. We've got a triple at 6, which I did last week at 102.5, so we're gonna keep that there. And then a double at 7. I did 107 at 6.5 last week, so I'm gonna go 110 this week. I'm not used to doing like a 7.5 kilo jump at my top end, but obviously only being used to doing like 5 kilo jumps or 2 kilo jumps, whatever, in your training really limits you on the platform. So I need to just get my head around big jumps, and I spoke to my coach about it. He said it would be absolutely fine. So therefore it will be absolutely fine. So yeah, I'm going to take my camera to the gym today, I think. I've decided that I'm going to have to, as well as my massive backpack, I'm just going to have to start taking like a little tote bag with me to just put all my shit in. Which is just embarrassing that I have that much stuff. But it's like on a squat day, I've got squat shoes, belt, headphones, tripod, camera, wrist wraps, knee sleeves, 2 pairs of knee sleeves because I wear different knee sleeves to leg press. It's just so much. And my bench shoes, and my barbell clips, and my micro plates for doing normal micro baby jumps. Just so much stuff. So I've actually dug out this cute tote bag. If you're a Akatar fan, you might like this. One of my friends got it for me for my birthday. Yeah, I forgot what I was actually talking about. Because I've just had my breakfast and I've got a client in between breakfast and training, I am gonna have like a little snack. So on the way to the gym, I'm just gonna have like a Misfits protein bar, and that normally gives me enough energy to get through the session. Normally does me well. I think that's everything actually. Yeah, I'm really excited to squat today. Really excited to squat. Last week was just a bit dodgy because of the meds and it being a bank holiday and just being like completely out of my normal routine. So I'm really excited to like squat and have a good squat session. So I shall see you at the gym. home from the gym, and that was such a good session. I definitely needed that. That was like the breast. Oh my god, I'm really hungry. My lunch is sat in front of me, but doing it. That was the best primary squat session I've had in a while. Just felt more confident, just felt quite good. So I did the 102.5 triple and then the 110 double. The 110 double's match double PB, so very happy with that, and it moved at like a 7. And then I actually also bumped up my working sets by only 2.5 kilos, so I did 92.5 for 3 sets of 4, which I think is a volume PB. I think I've done 92.5 for 5 before, but not for like working sets, if that makes sense. So I'm happy with those. And then bench moved really well. The tempo felt like an undershoot. It's supposed to be like an RP6, but I think it moved it more like a 5.5. And then the double, which was 52.5, moved really well. And then leg press kind of killed me off. I died a little bit. Did 240 kilo leg press for 2 sets of 10. Then I did some dumbbell bench. Did the 17.5 with 2 sets of 8. And like, I was like shaking on those. I just feel a bit dead. So I'm excited to eat some food. For food, I have got, so literally just shredded chicken with barbecue sauce and a packet of basmati rice. I've got the same thing for dinner, but I'll have some spinach with my dinner as well, so it won't just be chicken and rice. There will be a bit of colour in there. It is 20 to 2, and I've got work at 3, so I'm working 3 till 10 today. I've got one PT client at 6, and then the rest of the shift is just doing, I got some social media stuff I need to do for the gym, some admin stuff, social media stuff to do for myself. I've got program updates to do, make sure everybody's all set up for the week. What else? I also need to start investigating places to eat when we're in Poland. So at the party of people that are going, I'm obviously gluten-free and dairy-free, and then one of my friends, Rachel, is vegan. So I was trying to like eat together, can be a bit hard, but normally places that do vegan do gluten-free and vice versa, because they're just, yeah, whatever. But because it's in another country, I'm just going to do some research and find places we can eat so that like we don't have to stress about it when we're there. I did find a fully gluten-free pierogi restaurant, but I don't think they do vegan, which I'm very upset about, because I want to make sure we can all eat together. That's pretty much everything that I've got to do today. I'm not sure if I'll pick up the camera again later, because I'm not getting home till 10 p.m. And then once we get home, we'll just put on The White Lotus. We're on season 2 now. Season 1 was really good. I'm really enjoying it. And it's nice that they've like mixed it all up a little bit, and it's to different places. So season 2 of The White Lotus. And then I've got to get up quite early tomorrow actually to take James with eye tests. So yeah, just gonna eat for like the rest of my diet for the rest of the day. I'm gonna have the chicken and rice now. I'm gonna have chicken and rice again for dinner later. I'll probably have some mandarins and peaches to get my 5 a day in there. And then I've also been having, like, to try and stop me snacking on like bad snacks, I've been having like these like gut yogurts, and then like dairy-free ones, obviously, the Alpro ones. And then I've been having dark chocolate coated rice cakes, which are actually really nice, but I do feel like a bit of a bodybuilder eating them. But they do the job, they get the calories in, they get my carbs in. So yeah, well, I'm gonna chill now and eat because I feel very dizzy. Good morning, it's now Tuesday. Day off today. Me and James both have a day off, so I'm gonna drop him to his eye test, and then I'm gonna go train because he's not training today. I've got close grip bench today. I think I've just got a triple at a 6. I think it's the same as last week, so I think I'm just going to do the same weight as last week. Then I've got like lat pull downs, cable rows, plate loaded rows, and dumbbell bench. So not a crazy session. I got some family news last night that wasn't great, but there's not really much I can do about it, so we move. And I think for the rest of the day we might actually go outside and do something. I don't know. Might be a bit crazy, but yeah, let's check in with you after the gym. Hello. So gym done. Was a mess session. Both my pecs are feeling really tight today. And tight pecs plus close grip bench was not the vibe. But got bench done. Accessories felt kind of strong today. Because of my pecs feeling tight, I just bunked down my dumbbell bench to 15s instead of 17s. Because there's no point risking making that any worse. And then it's such a nice day. Like, it's so sunny. So we just went for a little walk up the South Downs, which was really nice. Went for a little walk up the South Downs, which was really nice. Went to Tesco's, got food. So yeah, oh, where's the sun gone? Just gonna chill now really until dinner. I'm gonna FaceTime my dad and maybe read. Just kind of enjoy a slow day, because back to busy tomorrow. Definitely having my chicken pasta for dinner tonight, my chicken sausage pasta. I think deadlifts felt rubbish last week, and I think it's because I didn't have my chicken sausage pasta, so we'll never be doing that again. Yeah. Time. Got my pre-deadlift chicken sausage pasta, and then post-deadlift chicken sausage pasta for lunch tomorrow. Gonna put a little bit of lactose-free cheese on top of it. I used a slightly different sauce this week actually. I used the free from tomato and herb one because it's dairy free and gluten free. Had dinner was very good, actually feeling very full for the first time in a while. The only side effect that I'm really struggling with on the medication I'm on at the moment is it increases your appetite, and I'm fine during the day. As soon as it gets to the evening and we're like chilling, not really doing anything, I'm so hungry and I want to eat everything. So I'm trying to stick to my maintenance calories, because obviously I have to stay in a weight loss. So yeah, I'm just trying not to eat too much. So yeah, trying not to eat everything in sight and stay within my calories. But just gonna finish off the evening by doing my mobility work, because my muscles really fucking hurt from squats. And we have deadlifts tomorrow, and I want to be in a good form for deadlifts tomorrow, so I'll see you in the morning. Why is my nose ring ball always out? Pisses me off. I don't want my balls hanging out. Hello! I didn't realise my camera's on fucking 20%. That's off to such a good start. It's deadlift day! It's Wednesday. It is fucking early, but it's not. To some people it won't be very early. To me it's kind of early. It's 7:15. I'm up, had my breakfast, makeup's on, hair's done, got my outfit on, got my DVD top, got my red leggings on. Feeling good. Last week's deadlift felt a bit dodge. I think it was just a case of like the medication, like figuring out how the meds make me feel. I felt really dizzy, couldn't, like my cues just weren't clicking, and then the next day my back really hurt, and I was like, yeah, I definitely didn't deadlift properly. So I'm hoping today I can have a bit of a redemption. I've got three ascending doubles, so I've got a double at 5, which I'm going to do the same weight as last week, so 120, and I've got a double at 6, which I'm going to do 125, and then I've got a double at 6.5. So depending on how the 125 moves, I'm either going to go 127 or 130. I'm expecting 127 because it's only half an RPE difference, so that's normally about like 2.5 kilos. But we shall see. I've written up my warm-ups already, so literally everything's ready to go. Hopefully my camera doesn't die before I get to the gym or film like the session, because that would be really annoying. I didn't realise I swear it was on like 40% last night, and now it's on 19. I really need to start taking the battery out of the camera when I'm not using it as well. Do I have anything else to say about deadlifts? it's hot. It's already hot. It's 11 degrees already, which for like 7 a.m. is really hot. And I'm not wearing a hoodie for, like, I'm going to the gym without a hoodie for the first time this year, which feels a bit crazy. I'm literally just wearing a t-shirt and that's it. Don't know how I feel about that. But I was gonna wear shorts, but this just shows how my ADHD brain works. So I don't know if other people get this, but sometimes you just don't see things. Like, literally don't see things. So for the past 2 weeks I haven't worn shorts on either deadlift day because I've lost my talcum powder. It's been there the whole time. It's literally been next to my deadlift socks the whole time. Well, at least I know where my talc is, so now I can wear shorts. Sick. Well, that's enough. Goodbye. So that was actually a surprisingly decent session. So the first double was 120, which felt good. So I did 125, which also felt good. As soon as I did the first rep on the 125, I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna go 130 instead of 127. It just felt right. So then I did the 130 double. I think the 130 was more of a RP7 than a 6.5, but I find 6.5 the hardest RPE out of all of them to hit. Like, I just really struggle. I'm either under or over, and it's only half an RPE, so I was a bit skeptical when I got to the gym because my glute ham tine's really sore. I think it's in leg press on Monday, because when I was doing leg press it just felt a bit off, and they're still really sore. And then when I started deadlifting, I could really feel my right SIJ being a bit angry. And like, looking back at the videos of my deadlifts, I'm not very happy with my form. My back is rounded to fuck. And I think I'm just like, whenever my SIJ hurts, I like tuck my hips under, almost like in a way of like protecting my lower back, but I know it actually just makes it worse, so I need to not do that. So on my working sets I was like, right, don't tuck your fucking hips. And I think they looked a bit better. They felt better. And then RDLs felt disgusting. I fucking hate RDLs. They never feel good. RDLs, 85 kilos. And then I did 115 kilo hip thrusts, which just felt horrible. Don't enjoy hip thrusts either. And then I did some planks, and then I made sure that I had time to do some like actual stretching upstairs before coming home, just because of like feeling stuff in my back. I just wanted to make sure I actually properly stretched. But it is now 9:30. I've got work at 10, working 10 till 4 today. So I've got one of my regular clients at 10 a.m. For a one-to-one PT session. And then I think one of my other clients is coming in at 12 for another session. And then I've got, what do I need to do today? I'm about to upload these videos onto my laptop so that I can start editing this, so I can get ahead of that. I kind of need to write some content for Instagram, I need to do a post, I need to do some content and some brainstorming for the work Instagram, because it's been a bit dead on there recently. And then just general cleaning of the gym, and then I get to come home at 4 and chill, which will be nice. So yeah, I need to get my booty moving. I'm about to have a little snack. I get so hungry after deadlift day. So I have one of these on the way to work, Misfits protein bar. And then for food. I've got my big old fucking tub of pasta for lunch. And then I've got some little fruit snack to take with me as well. Because I feel better again since I started eating fruit. My little fruit snack every day. I had some watermelon yesterday. I was craving watermelon. I haven't had watermelon in fucking ages, and it was so good, so refreshing, so zingy. I felt like the epitome of health. I was actually sat on my sofa. The door was open. The wind was blowing. I felt like a beached goddess in Lancing, Schley. Anyway, I'll see you later. Back from work, now we're just chilling, having dinner. My period decided to surprise me, so I've got takeaway. A poke bowl. It's got sushi rice, sweet corn, edamame beans, chicken and cucumber. So it's a healthy takeaway, so I think that's valid. James has obviously got pizza, which is a bit less healthy. But yeah, gonna eat my poke bowl. We're watching Final Destination number 4 because we need to watch them before the new one comes out. Although I want to see Lilo and Stitch before Final Destination. That's like the priority film. So yeah. Good morning. It is now Thursday. I didn't get as far in my head as what I wanted to say. So it's Thursday, which means it's secondary squats and priming bench. Quite a nice session, to be honest. But last week's session, not good. It was so bad, honestly. My head just wasn't in it. I think I nearly cried like 3 times. Even though like looking at the data, it was fine. The session was absolutely fine. But it just felt horrible, and I'm hoping to have a better session today. I think I should. I'm hoping the gym's not too busy. I think last week it was a bit claustrophobic. So the gym that I train at, it's also the gym that I work at, is very small. Like it used to be a car sales room. It's that kind of like long kind of room. And we have a lot of kit in there. I say kit, it's not like specialised kit. Like we have like a Smith machine, blah, 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 all of that stuff. But it's all very close together. And when there's like not many people in there, it's fine. But when there's people like using the stuff right next to you and you're trying to squat, and just horrible. Did not have fun. But I'm hoping this week we're going to have a good session. We will have a good session. But I think bench last week was fine. It was mainly my pause squats. It was definitely, again, down to the fact that I was on, well, I still am on the medication, but I was still getting used to the medication. I remember last Thursday I felt really dissociated, like hella dissociated. And I've had like a few years ago, I struggled a lot with like dissociation and like really bad derealization. Is that what it's called? Not to get too like developed, might cut this bit out, but like to the point where like I didn't recognize myself, I didn't recognize my family sometimes. It was kind of crazy, you know, it was not great. So like anytime I get a bit like that again, it does make me a bit anxious because I'm like, I don't want to experience that again. And I know it was just the medication, so it was fine. But we got pause squats. I think I'm just gonna go for 95 again and see how that moves, and then 3x3 working sets, and then pause bench, just 3x5 out of 5. I probably could push it up a little bit, but at 45 it works well. And last week my day 5 bench moved really well after doing 3x5 at 45 today, so let's replicate that again. And then I've just got leg press, RP6, that's boring, a little bit of RP8 leg press, lat pull downs and cable rows. So quite a chill day. I woken up a bit heavier than I wanted to be. Probably might have been the Pokeball, I don't know. But so my weight category is 67.5, and I've been sitting around 66. But the past week with these medications and everything making me hungry, I've gone up to 67.3, which is fine. I also think some of that is period like bloat weight, because obviously my period started yesterday, which I just wasn't expecting, by the way. My cycles have been so irregular, I literally have no idea what's going on at the moment, so that was a really fun surprise and kind of annoying because it means that I'm going to be luteal at comp, which is fine, I can use it for content. But yeah, so that's why I'm not so stressed about my weight at the moment. I just do kind of need to rein in how much I'm eating and not order takeaway. My stomach also really fucking hurts. My cramps have kicked in. I woke up when James got up this morning. And I could feel them about to start, and I was like, can we just not, just let me get back to sleep, and then it's fine. But I've had some paracetamol, debating taking my hot water bottle to work, but I feel a bit silly whenever I do that because my hot water bottle is a big sloth. I'm sure I'll be fine. I always do feel better when I have cramps. I do feel better training. I just make sure I do like a little bit of extra mobility work. Normally like cat-cows are a really good one. They feel really nice when you've got cramps. Just kind of stretches out like the abdomen and stuff. I just poked myself in the eye. But after such a good start this morning. But then after training, got a 11 till 5 shift, which is quite nice. Thursdays are normally actually really dead in the gym. So I normally just spend my time doing some like admin work that I've got to do for the gym, answering emails, all the fun stuff, and then I've started making Thursday my like deep clean day of the gym because the gym equipment doesn't get as much love as it should, which is fine. It's nice to just switch your brain off and just clean some stuff sometimes. I've also got an Instagram post that I want to write up today. I'm gonna try out doing like a carousel post again and just seeing what the engagement is like on that because it's like there's some like longer form content that I want to put out there, but it just feels too long to put in a reel, and then it sometimes even feels too long to put in like a talking video or like, do you know what I mean? So I'm just gonna see it, like what a carousel does, like how it performs and stuff, and just go from there. But that's the plan for today. Might go food shopping later. Not sure if we're going to go food shopping today or tomorrow. It'll be one of those days. I don't think I actually need any food, but James always needs food. So we shall see. Yeah, pray for me. Wish that I have a good session, and I'll see you later. Back home from work. Shift went quite quick. Training actually it was okay. When I started, my period cramps were really, really bad. But they kind of eased off as I went throughout the session. So I did 97 kilo pause squat, which moved okay. Bench, 45 for 3 sets of 5. Then I did some leg press. Lat pull downs actually felt really strong this week, and so did my cable row. I went up in reps on both of those. And then just some stretching. Now it is dinner time. Rice, barbecue shredded chicken, and I'm being crazy and I'm having peas. Peas are like my favourite vegetable, but I haven't had them in so long because of this stupid low fibre shit that I've been having to do. So I'm actually really excited to eat some peas. We're going to watch The White Lotus, which I can't show you because there is nudity on the screen. And then I really need to do some mobility this evening because my lower back is feeling quite tight, and I've got primary bench tomorrow and we don't need any negative energy. So see you later. Good morning. It is Friday, which means it's the last session of the week. The sun is shining, the vibes are positive, I'm feeling good. Let's end the week well. What have I got today? I have got bench today, primary bench day. Haven't quite decided what I'm going to go for yet. I'm going to decide when I get to the gym, I think. But I think I've got a double. I do have a double, I just can't remember what I'll be. Double at 6. Last week I did 51.5 out of 5. So I'm thinking the region of like 53. Maybe 53.5. I don't know. And then I've got a single out of 6.5. And last week I did 54 out of 5.5. So I'm thinking like 56 and a half. Or 56. Yeah, if I did 53 and a half for the double and then 56 for the single, that works out well with a 2.5 kilo jump at top end, which is fine. And then 4x4 out of 5.5, I'm going to try and do the 50 kilo working sets again. And then I got sumo. Sumo felt fucking awful last week, so I'm hoping this week it feels a bit better. I just think, it's like I went through a phase of being obsessed with sumo, like begging my coach to let me switch to sumo. And then he was like, no, like conventional for now, conventional for now. And then at my last competition, he was like, so full sumo after this comp? And I was like, yeah, okay. And then my conventional started going really well. So now I'm like, oh, maybe don't take her away from me. So I'm staying conventional at the moment and I'm hating sumo right now. But I just think where I've like decided to stay with conventional, my intent has slipped, whatever, on sumo. So I think I just need to be a bit more intentful in my sumo sessions and not just treat them as like it's fine. Like I need to think like, yeah, I just need to put some more intent into them. So I'm going to try and be a bit more intentful today, but I am going to do a lower load than I did last week, because it just felt so bad last week, and my back is a bit sore still today. It's weird because it didn't hurt after deadlifts on Wednesday. It only started hurting after I squat and benched yesterday. So I don't know if it's just whatever. But I'm just going to do some extra bench mobility. Make sure I'm doing good mobility before sumo as well, and just really make sure I'm not letting those hips like tuck under. Every time I watch myself deadlift and my hips do that thing, I just think I look like that chihuahua that's twerking. That's like, and I don't want to be a twerking chihuahua. I want to be a good deadlifter with good healthy SIJs. But yeah, I'm going to bring my camera to the gym today. I'm hoping it's not, so well, I've changed my shift schedule on a Friday. What's the time now? It's 7:30. On a Friday I used to train at 9. And I'm kind of stressed that because I'm training earlier, the bench is going to be taken, or like my kit's not going to be free and I'm just going to be stood there like awkwardly in the corner. So, but yeah, I'll see you at the gym and we will find out what I decide to do for bench. I'm from the gym now. That was a good session. I enjoyed that session. So with the bench, I did 53.5 for the double. I think it was an RPE 6, but it felt slightly harder than I wanted it to. And I'd originally planned to go up to 56 for the single, but I just decided we'll go to 55, make sure that the standard is maintained, good pause, good soft touch, all that, blah, blah, blah. So I just went 55 and it moved okay. And then 50 kilo working sets, I think they were slightly harder than last week. It just felt a bit more like fatigued in my pecs, a bit more like tightness. I think I just need to stretch them out a little bit more. Sumo felt so much better than last week. I dropped the load down. Last week I had to take my last warm up as my top set, whereas this week I just planned for that weight to be my top set. And it moved well, didn't feel like the form felt fine, and it felt good. It just felt so much better than last week. I felt a bit more intentful with the sumo as well. And then after sumo I did RDLs and some single arm rows, and then did a good stretch and had a good check-in with coach. Feeling quite good, to be honest, around training at the moment. I'm really happy, really happy with how this week's gone. It was like so much better than last week, and it's just put me in such a better mindset towards prep and Euros and everything. So I'm happy with that. My hands are really grubby at the moment. Got work now, working 11 till 5. So I'm gonna have a little protein bar snack. I'm gonna take some chicken and rice and some spinach to have for my lunch. and I'm going to take some mandarins and peaches for a snack as well. And then I'm not sure what we're having for dinner tonight. It all depends if James weighed in lighter or heavier than yesterday. But we might do something fun, like a burrito bowl, or it might just be chicken and rice. So stay tuned. I think that's everything I have to say. Work is done and now it is time for dinner. So we've gone for the taco burrito bowls, whatever you want to call it again. So we got 5% beef, Uncle Ben's Mexican style rice, tortilla chips, lactose-free soft cheese, and a little bit of guac. James likes more guac than I do. We're now on season 3 of The White Lotus. My head was really weird. I can feel, I'm very aware of my forehead right now. I can feel it.
It's massive, that's why.
Well, goodbye. Good morning. It's Saturday, which means it is now a rest day for me, which I'm very excited about because I feel a bit fucked. I've got work 9 till 1 today. Our friend Raheem's coming over to train with James while I'm at work, and then I think we're going to go get some food after. Haven't decided where to get food yet because I'm difficult for dietary requirements, Raheem's difficult for dietary requirements, and James is just difficult for being difficult. So we will find out where we end up to get food. And then after that, I think I'm just going around to my mum's for dinner today, so nothing too crazy. Just resting and recovering and eating over the weekend so that I am strong again on Monday, because we've got quite a heavy week of training. The intensity is getting ramped up. My bowl's out. But yeah, I'll see you. I'll try and film maybe what we have for lunch, but I'll probably film it on my phone. I'm not taking my camera out. Bye. Good afternoon. Been to work. Raheem came and trained with James. They did bench while I was at work, which is quite nice. Had people to talk to. Work actually went really quick today. It was quite busy. And then we went to a pub that I've actually never been to before in Shoreham called the Red Lion, because I read online that they did good gluten-free food. And I think actually their whole menu is gluten-free by the sounds of it. And oh my god, it was so good. It's so good. I really struggled to find a good gluten-free fish and chips. Like there's a couple in the area like takeaway fish and chips, but not like proper like sit down. Do you know what I mean? And I got the fish and chips, and oh my god, it's like the best fish and chips I've ever had. Like gluten-free, non-gluten-free, whatever. The batter was just so light and airy. The chips were amazing. The peas were great. They had mint in the peas. Sold, winning, love it. And the weather was really nice. It has a nice little beer garden, so we just went had a little yap, had some food, and now back home, done some housework, cleaned the bathroom, and I think I'm just going to sit and read my book for a bit because the sun is out, the door's open, the vibes are positive, and I do have a headache. One of the side effects of the medication I've been reading is headaches. So like yesterday I think it started, or the day before. Yesterday was the worst. Like in the evening it got to like, what time did I work yesterday? It got to like 3 p.m. and it was feeling like I could feel my forehead. I don't know if that makes sense. It sounds so crazy, but it literally, like, I could feel here like a band, and it felt like there was something like you know, like a kid's headband, like the fabric ones, like a sports band. It felt like I had one of those on my head, and it was really freaking me out. Like it felt like my hair was like on my face when like it's not. I have quite a large forehead. Do I have a large forehead? Is my forehead big? I mean, it's 4 fingers, so that's a forehead, right? Anyway, like my hair doesn't sit low on my forehead is what I'm guessing at, and it just felt like it was like on my face. And like I'm just very aware of my forehead right now, which is so crazy. It's been alright today up until about an hour ago, so I've taken some painkillers, but I'm just like, please can we not have daily headaches? I can't. I thought we were doing so well. We were doing amazing. We were on such a roll. But yeah, I'm gonna sit and read, try and chill a little bit. and then I'm off to my mum's for dinner. I go to my mum's every Saturday for dinner, and she makes me gluten-free and lactose-free mac and cheese with baked beans. Don't hate on the beans if you've never tried mac and cheese with baked beans. It's so good. And it's just, I get to see her every weekend and I like it. So that's what I'm doing today. Then tomorrow I've got work 8 till 12, and then I'm PTing my auntie at 12:30, and then I'm probably go food shopping. I don't know what I'm having for dinner tomorrow. I'm hoping something nice like burgers. But tomorrow me and James have the afternoon together, which will be nice. We'll just chill. I'm actually really looking forward to next weekend. I've booked the whole weekend off because it's obviously bank holiday Monday, so I booked the weekend off at my other job, and I booked bank holiday Monday off, and then Tuesday's my day off anyway, so I've given myself a nice 4-day weekend, which will be the longest time off like in a consecutive period that I've had since my competition in March. And then before then, probably the longest time off I've had since Christmas, and that was when I just had Christmas Day and Christmas Eve off. So I'm really excited. I feel like I'm actually gonna get quite bored. I'm feeling good for Euros actually. I have like numbers in my head that I want. I think for squats it's achievable. I just need to so from my last peak, we did doubles and then did singles quite close out, which is exactly what we're doing again this peak. So I've got 1 more week of doubles, which is Monday, and then like I know what I'm hitting for that. I've got a target in my head, I've got the warm-ups done, sick. And then 2 weeks of singles, and then a taper week, because where I'm competing on the Wednesday, my last taper session is a squat session, so I'm assuming it's gonna go heavy double, heavy single, taper single, done. Deadlifts, I'm not sure. I know what number I want, but I just don't know how achievable it is at the moment. I think I could have pulled it at the last comp, so I don't think it would be that much of an issue, and I think I've got it. It's a crazy number for me. Like, it's not a number that I ever thought I would hit, so to like even have it on my radar as like a goal number, I'm like, that's fucking crazy. What do you mean? It is my estimated 1 rep max at the moment on my program, and my estimated 1 rep max on my program for my squats is actually lower than what I want to hit, so, but I know I can do it, if that makes sense. So the deadlift shouldn't be an issue as long as I can keep my energy high throughout the day like I did at my last comp. Like, my energy levels throughout my last comp were like the best they have ever been, so I don't need to replicate that. Basically, don't drink any caffeine until deadlifts. That's my advice. That is my advice. And bench, I'm happy. I know what number I'd be happy with, and I have more confidence in my bench this time, and I think the number I want is there. It's like only a small increment, but I've been stuck at 60 for so long that I just want anything above 60 and I will be happy. But I feel like we're on the right track to all of my numbers. I just need to sort out my deadlift, sort out my lower back, make sure my SIJs don't hurt, do my mobility, eat good, don't overeat, don't get side effects from this medication, symptoms under control, confidence up, booty popping. Basically, yeah, that's it. I'll run the vlog off tomorrow. I'm gonna read now and chill. It is Sunday. I've done my shifts. I did 8 till 12 shift at the gym, and then I had a PT client at, just hit myself on the glasses. I had a PT client at 12:30 till 1:30, which was nice. And then went to Big Sainsbury's. Love Sainsbury's. Sainsbury's is so much better than Tesco's, but Tesco's is so much cheaper. But Sainsbury's is like a little treat. Went to Sainsbury's, got our food for the next couple of days. I've got my chicken in the oven now, so I'm gonna have chicken, rice and peas for lunch, and then we've got some burgers and smiley faces for dinner, just to get that red meat in there. Because I got big squats tomorrow, big squat double. Very excited. I'm very excited to squat. But yeah, for the rest of the day, I'm literally gonna edit this vlog, do the last bits of editing, get this posted, and then I got some housework bits to do, you know, like the fun stuff, hoovering. And then I'm gonna read my book, we're gonna watch some TV, just gonna try and chill before starting off another busy week. We've actually got quite a busy week this week. Training is kind of like ramping up a little bit. I think it's my last week of just doubles, so I've got a big double tomorrow, a big squat double, and then after that, this week, it is singles, I think. Kind of excited, kind of shitting myself, but we love it, we love it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you next week for another week of prep.